Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of One Man Stream. Today's episode is actually a subscriber request, and that subscriber request came from ABC surname 234, and I do apologize, it's taken me a while to get around to doing this tutorial. He left a comment and it says, "Hi Tim, can I request a video showing how to build an IFB talkback to talk to talent and teams individually or all at once using UTC?" And I hadn't thought about that as a subject for a tutorial, but it's a great subject. So I decided to go ahead and put one together. So that is what we were going to cover today, how to create an IFB or a talkback channel in vMix UTC. We're going to have that and so much more for you on today's episode of One Man Stream. So today's episode, as we said, it's going to be IFB vMix UTC Console, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. First of all, we're going to get over to vMix UTC, and this is what the project looks like in UTC, and it's actually very simple. However, before we get into this, there is one thing that I need to talk to you about. We're going to go up here in settings, and we need to click on audio outputs, and when we click on audio outputs, you'll see that I have 5 buses enabled, and those are buses A through E. And the reason I have all these enabled is I want each one of the particular parts of the production to have their own bus. So when we get back to vMix UTC, I'll show you how I designate that. But the first thing you have to do is you have to make sure you have all these different buses enabled. If you don't, all you have to do is go to the drop-down list and select Enable right here, and then after you enable it, you're going to have to restart vMix. So you're going to have to click OK to restart. Now that's the first thing. The second thing I want to show you is a little trick down here. If you click on the hamburger menu, you'll come to Audio Bus Manager, and we'll click on that, and you'll see this grid right here, and this is how I designate where I want the different audios to go. You can see right here, audio 2, this right here is actually our main audio, and that's what you're actually hearing right now. In the example we're going to do in a few minutes, I want everyone to be able to hear the main audio. So I'm going to have that go to master, and then I'm going to have it to go to the other buses, so the director, the camera ops, the producer, so that everyone can hear that main audio feed. These other things is I select what audio is going out on each individual bus. The producer audio is going to be on bus E, the director audio is going to be on bus B, the camera ops is going to be on bus C, and the talent is going to be on bus A. So when I want to talk to the talent, I'll be talking to them directly on bus A, and it will not be going to master or to the broadcast output. So let me show you how we do that. First off, we're going to come over here, and this is what it looks like in vMix UTC, and it's actually very simple. What I've done is I have the buses separated out. I have bus A, bus B, bus C, bus D, and bus E, and then over here I have the producer bus. Now I have a specific microphone for the producer, and I'll go ahead and turn that on. And when I do and tap on it, you can see the producer microphone. This microphone is hooked directly to the producer, and it's going to go directly to the individual buses that we want. Now I also have it designated down here where I have talent is on bus A, as you can see. I have the director on bus B, I have the camera ops on bus C, and then I have up here the producer on bus E. So I have it designated out that way. So when I have my producer mic on and I tap it and I'm pressing on producer to bus A, you can see that now there's the producer audio is going to bus A. So I'm talking directly to bus A, but I'm not sending anything out over the master. What you see clicking up and down over the master is the microphone that we're using to do this tutorial. Now you can see that I have it set up on these where I'm only doing it as a mono channel coming from the talent. I do have the talent going to each one of these buses so they can hear what's going on in the broadcast. But you can see that on A, B, C, and D, I have it mono. So I actually have it only set up on the one side. And I'll show you how I do that. If you go to whatever input you want to look at, And let's go back to this look right here. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on talent. And when I click on talent, you'll see this channel matrix. So I'm going to click on the channel matrix and you can see that I have it going to the headphones. I have it going to the left channel of bus A, the left channel of bus B, the left channel of bus C, and the left channel of bus D. And that's why you're only seeing it click up on the one channel on the left channel. However, when I bring in the producer, I have the producer coming in on both channels. So it's going to be a little bit easier for the talent and for the other folks within the production to be able to hear the producer. So when I click on it, you can see where it's coming in stereo, in left and right channel. Now the other thing that I have is producer to all. So if I want to talk to everyone at the same time, I click on this and you can see where it's going to bus A, B, C, and D all at the same time just by holding this down. Now if I let go of it, you can see where the audio stops. So this works like a press to talk. When I press it and hold it, you can see that the producer audio is coming into these other buses. If I let go and I keep speaking, you can see where that right channel is no longer going up and down. I hold it, the right channel is going up and down. I let go and continue to speak, and you can see that that right channel is no longer clipping up and down. So I also have one more thing here. I have a mute all, and what that does is that's going to mute all the buses at one time. So I click on this and it totally mutes all of the buses. Now I still have my audio going to master, but it's muting all of the buses. So I'll click on it again and it'll bring all those buses back up. Now it's not that difficult to set this up, but I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so let's take a dive into these buttons and see exactly what's going on. On each one of these buttons, I will have these two things checked: toggle bus A and then toggle muted. Now bus A, I have it checked as toggle bus A on this one because we're using bus A, and then I have the link as toggle bus A, and then I have this link as mute bus A, and you'll see why I do this in just a moment when we explore a couple other buttons. Let's go to the next one, which is bus B. Again, you can see where we have toggle bus B selected. Then in the link, we have the words toggle bus B. We also have toggle muted, and then the link for that is mute bus B. And the target that we have selected is bus B. This is bus C. You can see where we have checked toggle bus C. The link we have as toggle bus C. And then we have toggle muted checked, and then the link for that is mute bus C. Our target is bus C. Our target is bus C. For bus D, we have the checkbox under toggle bus D with the link also being toggle bus D. We have toggle muted checked, and then the link for that is mute bus D. We have our target selected as bus D. Same thing for bus E. We're going to have the same things checked. Toggle bus E is checked along with the link put in as toggle bus E. Toggle muted is checked with the link as mute bus E, and then our target is bus E. So you'll see that when I click on this right here and tap, the only one that it's affecting is bus A. It's not going out over the master. What you're seeing is actually some spillover audio from what we're using to do this tutorial. But when I tap on it, you only see the right bar in bus A. If I click on bus B, you can see the right bar coming up in bus B as I tap. Same thing for bus C. Same thing for bus D. Now, how did we achieve that? We're going to click on the cog here, and what we're doing is we're using, from the drop-down list, we're using the press function. You can either do a press or you can do momentary. In today's tutorial, what we're using is press. So when we press and hold, we have this going on right here. We're executing the link that says producer to A. Well, where did that come from? That comes from over here on this bus. We have all of these different things checked, and then we have these links put in. So this is where producer to A comes from. We also have the checkbox here for toggle bus B. We have the link as producer to B, producer to C. When we check toggle bus C, we check toggle bus D. The link we have is producer to D. And then we check toggle bus E, and the link that we put into that is producer to E. We also have a toggle muted, and for that we have mute producer. So that's how these work. Each one of these we're just executing the link. On this one right here, you can see on bus B, we're executing the link that says producer to B. This one's going to be producer to C, so when I press and hold, you can see the right bar going up. The link is producer to C, and we're using the command execute link. And then on this last one here, producer to D, we'll click on the cog here. You can see the link is producer to D, and the command is execute link. Now, we have this button over here where we can, it says producer to all. So when we click on this, we're going to be able to talk to all the different folks within the production all at one time. So I'm going to click and hold on this. You can see all the right bars are now going up. Producer to bus A, producer to bus B, producer to bus C, and producer to bus D. All of those right bars are going up just because I'm holding this one button down. Well, how did we accomplish that? Well, we're going to click on the cog, and you can see what we did is we clicked on this plus script button 5 times. The first time it came in as number 0, and then number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. The first piece of script that we're running is execute link producer to E, and then we're on the next one, command execute link producer to D, execute link producer to C, execute link producer to B, and execute link producer to A. All of those are when we press and hold that particular button. So I'll just demonstrate that one more time. Producer to all, I'm going to click and hold it, and you can see that all the right bars are going up now. I let go and continue to talk, and you can see nothing is going to those buses. Now we also have the mute all, and I'm going to click on that, and you can see where it mutes all the individual buses. I'm going to click on it again, and let's look behind that cog. Again, we clicked on the plus script button right here 5 times. The first time, again, it comes in as 0, then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the command we're using this time is we're muting the individual buses. So we're going to execute the link, mute bus A, execute the link, mute bus B, execute the link, mute bus C, execute link, mute bus D, and then execute the link, mute bus E. So we're running an execute link on each one of the individual buses, and we're muting that individual bus. So let's take a look at it one more time. Right there, I click on it, we're muting all the buses. You can see where all of these buses are now red, which means they're muted. I click on it, and you can see where they all go to green. One more thing I wanted to show you. When I press and hold on these producer to bus A and B, C, D, and E, over here you can look and see that when I'm holding these buttons, those are also becoming active. So I'm going to press producer to bus A, and you can see where bus A turns green. Producer to B, you can see where bus B turns green. Producer to bus C, you can see where C turns green. Producer to bus D, you can see where D turns green. Now, if I do producer to bus E, when I do that, you can see where the E goes to mute because we would be forming some kind of crazy feedback loop if it stayed activated. So when you click on that, you can see where it mutes itself. Now, these guys right here, these are just the individual inputs for the different portions of the broadcast. We have the cam ops, we have the director, we have talent, and we have master. You can see that we have nothing going up on these because I do not have microphones attached to these particular buses. If we did, and there was some type of a conversation going on, you would be able to see that reflected in the meter right here, but I don't have microphones hooked to those. I do have a microphone hooked to producer, and I can turn that microphone off and on. So I'm going to click on the button to turn it off. And you can see that when I do that, there is no spillover on the producer microphone because I have it totally turned off. Let's turn it back on, and now you can see the producer microphone is now clipping up and down. So this was actually fairly straightforward, not very difficult to do whatsoever. Basically what you're doing is you're using the volume widget to create these different inputs, and then all you're doing is creating shortcuts to either turn the bus off and on or to mute that particular bus. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This was One Man Stream episode 122, IFB vMix UTC Console, and this was a subscriber request. I do want to thank everyone for all your support, and thank you for stopping by our website, onemanstream.com. That's where we have the graphics we've created throughout this tutorial series, along with the vMix UTC controllers as well. I'll have this controller up there as well shortly. They're just a few dollars a piece, but it is a way that you can help support One Man Stream. If you like what we're doing, please give us the thumbs up and a like. Make sure you do subscribe so that you'll be alerted as soon as new videos are posted. And please stop by our online store at onemanstream.com. As always, thank you so much.